What's up, everybody? It's your brother Disby. I am about to get back at it. Currently in the dock over here, picking up a load. About to go to, where is it going? Indiana. Got one from there, from Indiana, going down to Dallas, and from Dallas back home. Figure I'd get back out here and test the water, see what things are looking like, if there's any turnaround. I've been off for about 30 days now, so getting stir crazy, ready to go back to work. But that ain't what this video gonna be about. This video, I want to drop my 2 cents on a lot of what I've been seeing on YouTube about what a lease operator, if you one of those on, if you lease one of those mega carriers and you're leasing a truck from them and freight is this bad, what you should do. And I want to talk about that, and we'll do that right after this. All right. So, I'm going to tell y'all a little story first. When I was a child, I don't even remember how old I was, but my mom taught me to play a card game called War. Simple enough game. Highest card win. Pretty much I just had to understand what was the highest card in the deck, right? But, she's teaching me the game, and we're sitting right next to each other at the table. And I remember peeking over into her hand. My mom gave me something that day that I would learn that applies to a lot of things in everyday life. What she told me was, boy, you can't play her hand and my own. And I'm sure at that point, I heard it. Probably didn't really understand it, other than don't be looking at my hand. But when you look at life, you can see where that probably applies in some places. So when I look at what's going on with the industry right now, and if you're a lease operator, understand you got to play your hand. And no one on YouTube can play your hand. And you don't try to play nobody's hand on YouTube. Play your hand. And I guess this is what I'm getting at. You got to look at the situation that you're in right now. You got to evaluate it. And you put things into perspective as to what you should do. I'll use me as an example. I remember my first truck was a year lease with Schneider. I think my numbers were 9 for the truck. Then my insurance, I think, was like another 180 bucks. And that was per week. And then, of course, I had my fuel overhead each week. But during that I think it was my first 5 to 6 months in, things went good. I was able to do what I had planned to do. First of all, get me a stack. put me a couple bags away. I ended up putting away about 18 grand. And that was in the first 5 or 6 months. My nest egg, so to speak. I say that to say this. If during that time, 6 months into my lease, and this happened, and freight got crazy like it is as far as the rates, I got to look at my situation at that point. Example, if I was breaking even, I hear a lot of that. If all you're doing is breaking even, you shouldn't even be out here. Take that truck back. Well, I don't see it that way. If I was in that situation and I'm breaking even, and let's say this went on for 3-4 months before things start to turn around or even get worse. But for 3-4 months, I'm breaking even. I'm gonna ride that. Why? Because I'm breaking even. And breaking even to me, I hopefully is breaking even to you, is the operation, as far as the truck, everything is being paid. Everything at home, mortgage, rent, whatever it may be, food on the table, taking care of the kids, I'm breaking even. Everything's being paid. If that's my definition of breaking even. So if I'm right there, guess what? That next 3 or 4 months, I'll break even. I'm good. Got 18 grand in the bank. So, looking at that hand, I at least got 3 queens and an ace kicker. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to ride that wave. I'm going to play that hand. Now, you know how you play poker. I can either throw the ace away, keep the 3 queens, get 2 more cards, right? But let's say the 2 cards that I get is a 3 and a 2. All right, cool. I got 3 of a kind. Not the worst hand in the world. But the next guy, he could have 3 aces. That means at that 9-10 month period in that lease, things went down. They didn't get better. I'm not even breaking even anymore. Things kind of went down. Guess what? I got the 18 grand. I'm going to make some money. I'm going to write that next 2 to 3 months out just to get to the end of that lease. So I don't put myself in a bad credit situation walking away from that lease. I got the 18 grand. And I might have to take $400 or $500 a week to break even. $1,000 a week to break even. If I have to, I have to. But I only got to do it for 2, maybe 3 months. Maybe. You don't know. What I'm saying is you got to see your situation in this before you just put yourself maybe in a worse position. So, that's my 2 cents. Play your hand. Your hand. Look at your hand. Look at the cards that you got. Your situation. As opposed to folding right then. You might not have to. Think about it. I'll look at this also with that example. My situation when I leased that truck was to get out from under that lease after my first year. I was going to walk away from the truck anyway after the first year and get my own truck. because the numbers would be better once I got my own truck. That first year was all about me learning anyway. And I'm sure you all got a plan of what you want and where you want to be at the end of this year, or that first year of your lease, or that second year of your lease, as far as that goes. You have to look at your situation. You have to look at where you're at in that lease. There's so much you have to look at before you just fold your hand. So before you listen to someone on YouTube trying to play your hand, understand they can't play your hand and theirs. They need to focus on theirs. That's my 2 cents, people. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. When you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the bell if you're a new subscriber, so you get notifications when we drop a video or when we go live on YouTube. And y'all know what we do over here. We stay ready so we don't have to get ready.